Hello and welcome to B&D. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the little bell for your notifications. As you see, I am still sitting here. It is still, I forgot it's still Sunday the 12th of April. Now, I just did a boyfriend to talk to me video, and I said to follow off, I had this other friend I was talking to and who I'd seen, and we were working on stuff. Now, more than a year ago, a lot more than a year ago, I got talking with another crossdresser who was happy to dress and go out at home when it was dark, but didn't feel comfortable going out dressed in daylight around lots of people, and wasn't too sure on makeup and all of that type of stuff. But the thing comes is that we would meet, and he would just come dressed as he was. We would chat, and he would still hug me, and he would still kiss me, and stuff like that. So a bit like that type of thing. And we were pretty close on talking because I could visit him when he was at work, because of where he was working, and I would occasionally drop in, and he would constantly say, nice things. His wife knew that he dressed, and she didn't care. Then weird things started happening, but first we had gone out for dinner with him dressed completely, with makeup and all that lot, and we went to a pub. I picked one which I thought would be quiet, and it was, and everything went really well, and they felt more confident on that type of thing. I told them what they needed and everything to go out a bit more with confidence and that lot. But then it started getting weird because he said, and I cannot substantiate what he said, but at one point that he said that his brother had died. Just going to put the date on this video. His brother had died, and he didn't say or want to talk because he had stuff to arrange and things like that, which was fine. So then we seen again, and then it was just sort of, we went out again to the Toby this time, and everything went well there. Everything, we were talking, there was nothing to say that he didn't feel comfortable with what was happening and everything around. But then it was that he stopped coming to see me on the day that he had off, because things came up like he had to go to appointments because it was the only day off that he could get appointments for, and his wife needed to go to hospital for appointments, and they were all on the day that we would see. And I'm going, fine, I'll pop into where you work and I'll say hello. So that was fine. We all have things to do at times. but it sort of continued for several weeks, that there was always something on the day that he was going to come. And you start getting the idea that, is there really this much happening on these days, or is some of these days being made up that you really don't want to come, type thing. Then it came into this year, and we'd still seen one or two times, but not very often. And then his wife had to go in for a hip operation, and which I found weird, because she went in for a hip operation. Then he told me that the day she went in, the next day she died, which is weird to say the least. He said she had a heart attack, and then of course said, is there anything I can do to help? Do you want me to come to you and at least be there for you, so you're not alone, and stuff like that? And he said no. And then the very next day, he sent me the weirdest of messages. I have burned all of my cross-dressing clothes and everything, and I'm not going to see you anymore, which was technically a very weird thing to say, because you think, I spend a lot of money on clothes. His budget was unrestricted. And so therefore he had bought more expensive items than that. And to physically say you have burnt everything, when he would be wearing girls' clothes underneath his boy clothes when he went to work, then that is just weird that you would make that decision on one day. So of course there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can say to do that, because he just put it up and then instantly deleted his account from Zangi, so we couldn't talk. So it was just immensely weird that all of a sudden he decided he wasn't going to cross-dress anymore, and instead of give the clothes to charity, he went out in the garden and burnt them. And let's just say that he was really into underwear and had more underwear than days of the week in a year, from what he said, and he got rid of all of it, he says. So I have no idea if what was said about any of that last bit was anyway true, because I cannot verify it with anything. So it's like he has gone from doing it to now saying that his wife died, so now he's not going to do it anymore, when frankly I would find immense comfort in doing it to at least have some escape from everything that was going on, like what I do now. But it's just weird. And I just don't get that. So right now, if the person I was seeing isn't seeing me anymore, I am back single, but I keep talking to people. I still talk to all the weird people on TikTok, and the number of ones that I've already had one person say, "You're gorgeous, I want to marry you." So yeah, not so much with this makeup, because it's got washed off and I haven't got my lipstick on, but I still have weird people around. And I only want the simplest of things, I'm not extravagant. I don't ask to be taken to the most expensive restaurants. I don't need that. I don't ask for the most expensive gifts. I'm more understanding and caring and helpful, and yeah, I just get a lot of the weird people. So that is my weird story of a friend who I'd known for well over a year, who came to see it every week, and then all of a sudden decided that they didn't want to. Once they started getting into, I'd showed them how to dress and do everything and feel more confident, which is weird. But there you go. So, yep, I'm going to go back. Time for some food, I think. It's 7:15. I've only had one meal today. It was a good meal, but it was one meal. So I'm going to go back and find some, well, get out what I'm going to have. It's only going to be something little, but there you go. Then I'm going to watch a video probably on the computer. And tomorrow's Monday. Was thinking about going back to Greenock because I've only actually been there once and I've been here nearly 3 weeks. Time flew by, lots of bad weather, haven't got very far. Oh, that's how I feel. I haven't got very far. So, yep. So tomorrow may do Greenock, may continue up and go to Port Glasgow first, even though that's really changed on how many charity shops, and the one that did well for me that I would at least buy something in it seems to have closed. But there you go. So anyone that stayed this long, thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now. Meow. Next time.